and you are just happening to like be on Facebook and watching as I try it. I like tried it a few minutes ago too, and it worked. And I was like, oh, there's actually people watching just me quietly in my office stare at a screen. So that's fun, which is cool. I mean, I'm so glad. I really hope that whatever you're doing today, you're finding a chance to really connect with family and connect with God and maybe connect with some friends and loved ones. I am kind of putting this out right now to do a little bit of testing. But essentially, what we're going to be doing over the next little while is finding ways to take what does it mean for the different aspects and elements of following Jesus to be able to happen in a way that's safe for all of us as we continue to take steps to slow the spread of the coronavirus in our community. You know this if you've been kind of watching online. Our governor has now said that to help prevent the spread and slow the spread of the coronavirus, that gatherings larger than 250, which all of our services are larger than that, that they're just asking, would you postpone that for now? And so we're doing that, taking some steps this weekend. But I think this is just such an interesting opportunity, not only for us to care for the most vulnerable in our community, but I think it's also an opportunity for church and leaders in churches to innovate and to think about new ways to reach and connect with people. And I'm telling you what, like our team, I've heard people, staff members and volunteers, leaders at Eastern Hills, thinking of ideas in the last couple of days. And I'm like, these are just great ideas. Like this is prompting us to lean into them in a different way because of what's happening. But I think what we get to experience oftentimes is that when there's need, there's innovation. And so one of the things that I'm hoping to do next week is every morning next week, I'm going to spend time just like this. And it may not actually just be me. There's like a way in the thing that I'm using to like add somebody else to it. And so we're working on that right now as well. But I'm going to spend some time next week each morning, probably around 8 a.m. I'll post a thing that says what it is. But I'll go live and we're going to study the book of Philippians together on Facebook every day next week. If you're not familiar with Philippians, it's a book written by the Apostle Paul, this church leader in the first century who planted churches and invested in young leaders. And he's writing to this church at Philippi. Philippi had really helped him when he was in prison, and he was just writing them a letter back to bless them and to encourage them and to challenge them. They had difficult circumstances they were dealing with. And so really the heartbeat of Philippians is, how do you see what joy really is? And joy is this choice, this attitude that realizes no matter what my circumstances are, if Jesus is at the center of who I am, I can choose joy, even when my circumstances are difficult. So we're going to spend time each day kind of studying that. And it's not going to be like a normal devotional time or even a normal sermon time. If you've never had this as a regular rhythm in your life, the way we talk about it at Eastern Hills is we say it's daily time with God. And so it's prayer, it's some meditation, it's Bible study. And really, Bible study, if you've never thought about it this way, basically has three big categories: observation, interpretation, and application. And so we're going to spend time every day looking at different parts of Philippians in hopes that not only can you, be here and watch, but you could even chime in and talk. And like, I'll see what your comments are. If you have questions, we can talk through those. And then for you to be able throughout the rest of the day, as you're wrangling kids and dealing with whatever the news is that we're all dealing with, feeling a little cooped up, I want this to be something that can be a redemptive element of your day that says there's something so good, there's something so positive about what God can do in this season where we're forced to slow down. Just know that I'm praying for you. I know what it is to have little kids running around and wanting to get out and wanting to do all the things they normally do, and the challenge of what it means to have to feel a little bit more cooped up, to feel whatever the things that we're going to be doing in the coming days and coming weeks, they will be challenging. But I truly believe that if the church and people that call Eastern Hills home, people that are a part of the church, not just our church, but any church of followers of Jesus, that we can actually reach more people with the hope and life of Jesus in this season than we ever have before. I really mean that. I think that we are gifted with this platform of technology that if we use it well, we can reach into the lives of people who are close to us but far from the relationship God wants them to have and make a really big difference. And I'm praying that that happens. I'm praying that the opportunities we have to reach out into our community and care for the most vulnerable, not just by not having services, but by delivering food, by helping financially, by doing the things that we really believe God's called us to do, to be salt and to be light in a world that needs it. I think there's something so incredibly powerful that can come from that. So I hope you'll join me. We'll be spending time, like I said, next week, every morning, daily time with God, studying the book of Philippians. If you want to go start researching it now, you're welcome to do that. We will start in the very first chapter on Monday morning. And then just as a reminder, this weekend, we'd love to see you join us online. Comment, chime in, let us know where you are, how we can be praying for you. You can do that through our website at ehills.org or through our Facebook page, the Eastern Hills Community Church Facebook page. I believe that we're going to look back at this time and see 6 weeks of whatever the next 6 weeks looks like. Hopefully, some return to normal within that window of time. Hopefully, we're going to continue to see that curve slow down and lower. Hopefully, we're going to see just a real minimal impact on people's health and no loss of life. I mean, we're just praying for these kinds of things in our nation and in our world. And I believe that over these next few weeks, we could see more innovation in people trying to reach others with the hope and life of Jesus than we have in years. And I think if we can together focus on that, pray for that, believe for that, we will see God do things in our day like we never have before. So just know I'm praying for you. I'm around hanging out in my house. This is my home studio slash office. If you're wondering, that logo up there, I did not paint that on my wall. That's just on the screen. So anyway, so glad to serve you. So thankful for you. Praying for your family in this season and looking forward to continuing to find new ways to connect with one another and grow in Jesus in this time. Have a great day. God bless.